since there's no place to go, let it snow, let it snow, let it snow. It doesn't show signs of stopping, but I brought some corn for popping. The lights are turned way down low. Let it snow, let it snow, let it snow. When we finally kiss goodnight, how I hate going out in the storm. But if you just hold me tight, all the way home I'll be warm. The fire is slowly dying, but my dear, we're still goodbye. As long as you love me so, let it snow, let it snow, let it snow. Let it snow, let it snow, let it snow. Okay, so we start off in the key of C, start and end on C. C chord is right here, third finger on the bottom string of the third fret, and we let the rest of these ring free. So basically now the strumming, let me just talk about the strumming real quick. So it goes down, down, up, down, up, down, up. And pretty much the whole song goes like that. Down, down, up, down, up, down, up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Then 8, there's pause. Then 1. The weather outside. Now we go to G7th, which is the third finger. We just slide the third finger down to here, and we add the index finger on the next to the bottom string in the first fret, and the second finger next to the top string, second fret. 1, 2, 3. It's G7th. The weather outside is frightful. Back to C. We just slide back up. Go down to C7th, which is the index finger on the bottom string of the first fret. And I can do a counter bass there too. I like to use, I'm using a lot of counter bass, sort of like a walking bass in the song, and that's something I like about the ukulele. Walking bass is pretty easy to do on the ukulele compared to the guitar. With the 5, let me go to C diminished, which is the second finger on the bottom string first fret, and the index finger on the next to the top string first fret. Then the rest of them are played open. Fire is so delightful. Then we go to G7th again. We could add an extra. And basically what I'm doing is a little bass line with the G7th. First I hit this one. So that's basically the bass line I'm doing there. That one, that one, that one again, and then that one. And you always can look for different bass lines. I always experiment with different ones and hear how they sound. And sometimes I'll do the bass line at one part of the song one way and a little bit different in the other part. And since there's no, go to D minor, which is an easy transition from G7th because we pick up the second and third fingers and we leave the index finger there and we just bar these top two strings with the pad, this fleshy part of the second finger. And then that one's open. So it's 1, 2, and 3. 1, 2, 3. D minor. Since there have no place. Let's see. Since there's no place. Now this one I just lift up to here. A7th. A7th chord is the index finger on the next to the top string first fret, and the rest of the strings play open. with no place to go. Back to D minor. Then you can add the 7th here. D minor 7th. Let it snow. Then an easy transition back to D 7th. Back to G 7th. Snow, let it snow, let it snow. Basically with the C you can also do this counter bass. I don't use that note in the song, but you could use that too. Some of you might be real creative and be able to work that in. No place to go. Let it snow. Let me do the second verse the same way. It doesn't show signs of stopping. C 7th. But I brought some corn for popping. The lights are turned way down low. Let it snow, let it snow, let it snow. Now I'm not going to explain every little aspect of the walking bass here. Like I say, walking bass is something you have to kind of experiment with. But I'm doing this several times for you, and I'm doing it kind of slow so you can look at it and back it up if you like. So the second verse ends on C. Then it goes to the bridge, when we finally, and that goes to a G, which is the second finger on the second fret, bottom string. Index finger next to the top string, second fret, 1, 2, and then the third finger on the next to the bottom string, third fret. 1, 2, 3, G. When we finally kiss, we go up to a D 7th now. And this is a nice transition too, because look, we lift up the index, the first and the second finger. We leave the third finger planted on the string, and we just slide it up one, or slide it down one towards the neck. When we finally kiss, and we just add the second finger right here. So the D 7th is the third finger here, the second finger here. When we finally kiss goodnight, then we just slide back to G. And with G I'm doing basically this bass line, and occasionally that one. Kiss goodnight, how I hate going out. And I go to an A minor 7th, which is just everything open. A minor 7th. When we finally kiss goodnight, how I hate going out. And that's a D 7th again. In the storm. G. But if you just hold me, A minor to G, tight. Now at this part I like to kind of leave the walking bass just because I really want this part to ring. Tight. Then we go from G to, we lift up the third and we have a G6, which is like an E minor, E minor 7th. And then we're going to just slide the index finger down here to make an A 7th. A 7th chord, index finger next to the top string, first fret. All the way home, D 7th. I'll be warm, G. I could do my G 7th like that. If I wanted to, I could go like that, either way. Do like kind of with an upbeat. Like that. Then it goes back into the next verse. The fire is slowly dying. The dear, we're still goodbye. As long as you love me so, let it snow, let it snow. So just let it snow. Now let me just show you the ending real quick. The ending. Let it snow, let it snow. It goes. Let it snow, G 7th, let it snow, C, E minor 7th, which is like the same as the G 6th, and then A 7th. You can hit that one. You want to get kind of flourishy at the end. Let it snow. Go back to my D minor 7th. Let it snow, G 7th. Little grace note there. Let it snow, C. Now, I like to do this at the end. A lot of times you can go to the 4th, C, C, D, E, F. F would be the 4th. F is right there. F minor. So the F is the index finger on the next to the bottom string 1st fret, and the second finger on the top string 2nd fret. Then F minor is the little finger on the 3rd fret bottom string, and the index finger or the second finger on the next to the bottom string 1st fret, and the first index finger on the top string 1st fret. And then end on C. Let it snow, let it snow, let it snow. F, F minor, and C.